Alright, I'm gonna show how I do a Dave Mustaine impression. I don't know why I wore the largest shirt that I own, but I did. So when I do Dave Mustaine, and you're gonna make mistakes, it's not, it sounds easier than it is. I mean, you could really do like what I used to do, which is just over exaggerate, you know. And all you're really gonna do with that is burn your voice out. Within 10 minutes, you're shot. Even if you work on it, which is what I did, doing it that way, you're gonna blow your voice out. No doubt about that. I believe his name is Chris Leap. I'm not sure exactly on the pronunciation of his name, but I actually used his Dave Mustaine tutorial guide to kind of hone it in, and I like the results a lot better because you really feel like it's got to be pushed hard. And some songs, I guess, a little bit it would, but usually it's just about sounding really annoying. And you want to really up up everything. Don't want to do it sitting down. You want to stand up, use your whole support system, and you just really, it feels like it's coming like from behind your ears and out your under your eyes. But you want to feel that kind of healthiness in your chest as well, because that's what's going to help you do it for a longer period of time. You're not doing it very loudly. You're not screaming, and it's not as high as you think it is. I mean, if you have like a deep baritone voice, then yeah, you're going to struggle with it. But it's, for a tenor like me, it's really not that high. So you really just, and I'm picking Tornado of Souls because that's like one of the higher songs, probably the one most people are kind of nervous about trying. But also one of the more satisfying because he's got a lot of reverb on his voice. It's very, you know, as Chris put, it's very wet. It's very, very healthy sounding. It doesn't sound as bad, especially if you do the like if you listen to it without music. It's not as crazy as it sounds like on the album. So you want to get a good system, and you just get the kind of. This morning I made the call. No one that ends it all. Waking up I wanted to grow, but damn this was gone dry. Not from the years, not from the use. Not from the tears, just self-abuse. And you want to try to kind of, that's kind of just every so often add a little bit of that in. Some songs you need to use a lot of that, but you want to use as little as you can because that's what's going to tire your voice out. Going into the chorus, you really want to open it up, really make it as melodic as that kind of singing can be. So. Well, now I'm safe in the eye of the tornado. I can replace the lies I let 1,000 days go. No more living trapped inside. Anyway, I'll surely die. In the eye of the tornado, blow me away. I like to do a little like release of breath at the end. Now, there are other songs where it's going to be different, especially more modern Dave, because it's a completely different style of singing because he's lost. It's probably quieter, but to replicate it with what he's doing, because he's got such a limited portion of his voice left now, it's harder. But probably one of the more that I would use for more rasp would be my favorite Megadeth song, which is 99 Ways to Die, and that's a more aggressive kind of see here. If I see the morning hours, I'll have one more yesterday. A day less from tomorrow, 'cause I'll burn them out today. If I got up to the top, I know I'll just come back downhill. I damn know a future, and it's time to ride my will. We're not ready to see you yet. 99 ways to die. So that's kind of like the basics of it. I mean, you can go to lower Dave, which is the exact same kind of support system, just lower. Makes it easier to get the grit, less painful, less harsh on your voice, you know. Whoop on my podium as the know-it-all scholar. It's a lot more fry, you know. Up on my soapbox, the leader, out to change the world, down in my pulpit. You just kind of play with it. Not in my pulpit, it's so holy of the now, man, could be messages all over the place. Whereas modern Dave is a lot different. Let's see what song is. It's to replicate it, I push more, and I could probably work on it a little, but it came to me a lot quicker than younger Dave, so I don't really fuck with it that much. But it would be like let's see what's Dystopia would be a good one. What you don't know, the legend goes can hurt you when you only want to live and die in fear. allowing all the questions to the answers. You know, you play with it. The timing is right to exact my revenge, feeling enemy blood. I will fight to the end. No use lying in wait just to even the score. There's a price to be paid. Now it's time for war. It's you get rid of all the melodic and you stick to almost all fry for later Dave. That's all he's really got now, and it works really well. But it's all just having fun. The reason that it's good to do Dave Mustaine's voice is you almost feel like a cartoon character, because there's so many different variables to it, and every song is fun to sing. I mean, even the ones that hurt, and you can go to like the Super Collider album, which is probably the least amount of his voice he had available at the time. You know, sins in the hourglass fall for us all. You don't answer me anymore when I call. It's just very snarly. Basically, if you sound pissed off, you're Dave Mustaine. You really got to get the lip twirl in there, and you're aggressive, and you just play with it by era of Megadeth. You know, peace, peace sales, peace, peace sales. It's just very fun. It's a fun voice to do, and you can really over-exaggerate it if you just want to do an impression of it, but if you really want to try to use it and utilize it in your daily singing, that's the best way to do it, is to really focus on the good of it. And especially the older Dave, there's a lot of range and melody. World Needs a Hero era is probably a really good one to start with, because it's a very rich sounding Dave and little rasp. He was very open. He had a lot of range on that album. What's a good one on that album that I could show? Promises. I'll wait for you in heaven. I promise you, where we can be together. I promise you, I'll wait till... It's a very open song, and a lot of the songs on that are like that. Even later, I mean, you find his voice changes like every album. It's kind of cool. Another good one would be oh shit, what's the name of the album? Drawing a blank on the album. So the United Abominations. That's stupid, because the song about the thing is United Abominations. Poverty in the kitchens, held hostage by oil for food, but their own plates are full of the blood of the land. There's no blood on their hands. They promise to tell the truth without leaving a fingerprint. The UN will give in one way or another. The victim, I fear, will be our sisters and brothers. So you just play with it. The raspy stuff is easier to get if you're able to do that raspy sound. So you might want to start with that. My voice was really quick to do modern Dave, but the old ones I started off with, really when I was first trying to sing like that, was a Tout Le Monde. And that's a good one to start with, because it's kind of a mellow song. I do remember where I was. I realized life is a game. The more seriously I took things, the harder the rules became. I had no idea what it cost. My life passed before my eyes. When I found out how little I accomplished, all my plans denied. There's a lot of playing with that song. So as I read this, note my friends, I'd love to stay with you all. Please smile, smile when you think about me. My heart is gone, that's all. That's all I really got. So do what you can, and post a video.